Hello everyone, my name is Sini Issac and I'm currently a third year student from NMIMS University. The topic which I'm going to cover in today's video is judicial separation. So let's get started. First, let us understand what is the concept of judicial separation. Judicial separation is a medium under the law to give some time for self-analysis to both the parties of disturbed marriage life. Law gives a chance to both the husband and the wife to rethink about the extension of their relationship while at the same time guiding them to live separately. By doing this, the law allows them free space and independency to think about their future path, and it is the last option available to both the spouses for legal breakup or divorce of the marriage. Section 10 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 provides the judicial separation for both the spouses who are married under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. They can claim the relief of judicial separation by filing a petition. Once the order is passed, they are not bound to have a cohabitation. Now let us see what are the filing petition of judicial separation. Any spouse who is hurt by another spouse can file a petition for judicial separation in the district court under Section 10 of the Hindu Marriage Act, and they should have the following things to be satisfied. First, the marriage between the husband and wife should be celebrated properly under the Hindu Marriage Act. Second, the respondent should settle in the jurisdiction of the court where the petitioner filed the petition. Third, the husband and wife live together for a particular period of time before filing of the petition. Every petition, according to the Order 7, Rule 1 of CPC, must contain the date and place of marriage. The person should be a Hindu by his or her affidavit. Name, status, address of both the parties. Name, date of birth of a child, if any. Detail of litigation filed before filing the decree of judicial separation or divorce. Sixth, for judicial separation, the evidence should prove the ground. Now let us see what are the grounds for judicial separation. It is given under Section 10 of the Act. Spouse can file a petition for judicial separation on the basis of the following grounds. First is adultery, which is mentioned under Section 13, Clause 1, Subclause 1. Second is cruelty, mentioned in Section 13, Clause 1, Subclause 1A. Third, desertion, mentioned in Section 13, Clause 1, Subclause 1B. Fourth, conversion, mentioned in Section 13, Clause 1, Subclause 2. Fifth, unsound mind, mentioned in Section 13, Clause 1, Subclause 3. Fifth is leprosy, mentioned in 13, Subclause 1, Clause 5. Next is renowned from the world, mentioned in Section 13, Clause 1, Subclause 6. Seventh is civil death, mentioned in Section 13, Clause 1, Subclause 7. Now there are some additional grounds for the wife to claim justice, which is bigamy, mentioned in Section 13, Clause 2, Subclause 1. Rape or sodomity, mentioned in Section 13, Clause 2, Subclause 2. And repudiation of marriage or an option of puberty, mentioned in Section 13, Clause 2, Subclause 4. Though the Section 10 of Hindu Marriage Act does not provide any time or how long judicial separation can last, but Section 13 of the Act provides that if there is no resumption of cohabitation between the party 1 year after the decree of judicial separation is passed, the party can get a decree for divorce on the ground itself. But divorce on this ground will be given only 1 year has expired after passing the decree of judicial separation and not earlier. The reason for this is that 1 year is the long period and is provides sufficient time to the parties for reconciliation or to arrive at a decision. If the parties fail to overcome their differences within the period, then there is no fun in allowing the legality of marriage in just lining on when its substance of relationship of marriage has long expired. Now let us see the difference between judicial separation and divorce. Next, we are going to cover what are the difference between judicial separation and restitution of conjugal rights. So the conclusion is that hence judicial separation is a process wherein the court provides a final turn to the couple seeking a divorce to try resolving their differences by living separately before the initiating of divorce process. This time gives the introspection and resolving the matrimonial disputes and misunderstanding between the couples. So I hope that this video helped you to understand the concept in detail. Thank you.